Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, another review from my previous channel, Nashville Girl. Let's check it out.
Let me make you fly so high off of the ground. Don't let go.
Can't show you, but our movie starts out with Jamie, played by Monica Gale, taking off all her clothes and going skinny dipping. Now we cut away to country singing star Jeb, played by Glenn Corbett. He's got a naked babe in the back room who is not his wife. Meanwhile, Jamie's got a peeping Tom situation.
I'm coming out now, and if you don't go away, I'm going to tell my pa and him and my brothers will take care of you.
Please forgive me.
Well, the guy didn't go away. He chased her down, and looks like he had his way with her.
I'll do anything. Anything.
Next day at church, she sees her attacker, who was feeling remorse after the incident. Not that it makes her feel any better. Some other guys then take care of him. Exacting some revenge for Jamie. Well, after getting beat up by her parents for being a loose girl for the incident, she decides she's leaving home. Taking her guitar, she's going to try to make it big in country music. First things first, hitch a ride with some truckers.
So, what's in Nashville? Did you see that guitar? She's going to be the next 10-year tucker, ain't she?
I don't know about that, but I found an ad that says these people can help me get my songs published. No!
Knock it off, Jerry. She's only a kid.
Hey, what's your name? Come on.
Spends the night in a hotel with them until the cops come.
All right, what do you think? Are we having a little party, are we? Huh?
I'm going to ask you one more time. What's this all about?
So on her own again, guess who picks her up now?
Hop in, young lady.
You're Ray Hamilton.
The king of country western.
This poor girl can't get a break.
Ow! Stop it! Ow! No! Hey!
Well, she meets this woman at the YWCA.
Places in Nashville do. All the big companies are here. 90% of them are in places just like this.
Who helps her perhaps get a lead on starting her country career. Mr. Ardell.
She came a long way to see you. She's been waiting outside forever.
Well, I can only give her 5 minutes. Send her in.
Not this way, girl.
She performs and does quite well.
Nothing like rain, nothing like having someone to talk to.
$5,000.
$5,000?
Well, how else are we going to hire a producer, to hire a band, to hire a recording studio, to get to the music publishers, the record distributors, the disc.
He wants her to pay to get started.
She says she's 20.
She gets a job in a massage parlor.
The job pays $2 an hour. You come in at 6 in the evening and you work until 2 a.m.
But it's only answering phones, not massaging people.
Fine for me. That would give me the day to make my rounds.
But when Laura doesn't show up,
I'm not going to wait much longer.
he enlists her and she refuses, so she loses her job.
No, I ain't. I'm the receptionist.
I'll give you 5 seconds to think it over and then you're fired.
But she does give in, somewhat.
Don't you think you're getting away with it?
And don't come back!
On the contrary,
Fred Logan, 2 years in the penitentiary. I'm taking your age into account, Miss Parker. I'm sentencing you to 3 months at the juvenile detention farm.
Come with me. I've got a surprise for
so
you.
she's arrested and sent to this detention farm where she farms.
Curfew time.
And she doesn't get a break there either, as the
I'm only trying to help.
woman in charge tries to take advantage of her. So she gets out soon after, and she tries to ignite her career again. That's quite a pair of pants on this dude.
Okay, that's it. Ready, Johnny? Yeah.
She auditions again.
That wasn't good.
It wasn't?
That was excellent.
You mean it? You really mean it?
Look, my business is country music. I know what I'm talking about.
Can he get her started?
I'll be straight with you.
Ooh, maybe if she plays
You
ball.
have talent. Lots of it. And a joint?
She's going to try to sleep her way to the top. That is one hairy chest. Good Lord.
You seem awfully nervous.
I'll be 17 next week.
Oh, my God. Get out of bed, get dressed, and get out of here. Now, hurry up.
What's with you?
Jesus Christ. If anybody knows that I screwed a 16-year-old...
Well, let's audition with this guy. Maybe he'll be on the up and up. Well, something's up. Let's try again with somebody else.
To music, let that be the song. Let hope be the highway that you travel on. Thank you, Mr.
She meets
Roberts.
Jeb, who likes her.
Thank you, Jeb.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Number of conditions.
Such as?
First of all, you're an unknown. You need a lot of work. Promotion, build up, write songs, right exposure. Not much will be coming in.
And she goes on tour with him and has a couple of hits.
Helping us love one another, we got building.
She becomes a hit and becomes even more popular than Jeb. Well, Jeb falls for her, even though he's married.
And I'm friends. She's a lovely woman. She loves you. Now,
No, fuck friend.
Well, Jeb wants a piece of her.
Just what the hell was going on tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's also jealous that she's become more popular. You can't really see what's happening, but assault is implied here. And there's no nudity.
And I was, whether you want to admit it or not. Well, they're going to feel sorry for me, not you. And it's your career that's going to be finished, not mine. And you're going to work for me and you're going to fuck me until I tell you you're finished. Now that's for that crazy ride you just took me on. And I'm going to let you in on another little secret. If your sister can't tell me what to do, you sure as hell can't.
That's Jamie's sister came to rescue her.
You know what you can do with your contract. You can take your contract and shove it up your ass.
I guess she left him because our movie ends with her singing to nobody in a field. She's got her integrity. All right, let's talk about this movie, Nashville Girl. This is a movie I actually saw a little bit of on cable. I remember I had a friend sleeping over at my house. His name was Jason Kiesner. I think this was the summer of 1982. And maybe it was 83, 82. I don't know. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and he had fallen asleep, and I remember Nashville Girl was on. I actually didn't know what I was watching. All I remember, there was some girl who was skinny dipping, coming out of the water, trying to cover herself while running away. And for years, I wondered, what was that movie I saw? And then years later, I picked up Nashville Girl. I was like, my God, that's it. So there you go. Anyway, the movie itself is an exploitation film from 1975 or 76, I'm not sure. Stars Monica Gale, who was in The Erotic Adventures of Pinocchio. She was in a movie I reviewed, I think called Harem, or A Harem Bunch, something like that. I think there's a couple others I may have reviewed. Cute actress, and she was just doing some exploitation stuff in the 70s, and she kind of disappeared. She plays this girl named Jamie. She's like 16, almost 17. She decides to basically leave home to try to become a country singer. Now, at the beginning of the movie, she gets assaulted by this guy. No matter where this poor girl goes, it seems like guys are always taking advantage of her, and she gets assaulted by everybody. But she's a trooper. She carries on. She can sing. She has a guitar, and she eventually hooks up with the right people, and she starts recording some songs, and she goes on the road with this guy named Jeb, who is an established country singer. He like, quote unquote, discovered her, but he also basically got her to sign a contract that he's her manager. He gets 50% of everything she earns and that sort of thing. So he basically has control of her. And then later on in the movie, unfortunately, he tries to take advantage of her too, and basically says, "You're gonna fuck me. I own you." Blah blah blah. And she kind of rebuffs him for a while, and he's really crude about it. And eventually, she gets sick and tired of it. She has a couple of hit records apparently, and she's on tour with this guy Jeb. Also, Jeb's wife is there, but again, he tries to cheat on her with Jamie. They've rechanged her name now. Now I think she goes by the name of Melody Mason, and she gets upset near the end when she kind of rebuffs Jeb, and he kind of reads the riot act saying basically, "I own you, I own you," you know. And then finally she just decides to walk away from the business. The last scene in the movie is her just playing the guitar like out in a field somewhere, and that's how the movie ends. So I think we're led to believe that she said, "Screw you." You know, he basically said, you know, "I own you as long as you're singing." So she kind of just gave up and left. So that's our film. So that is Nashville Girl. Now, again, there's a lot of nudity in this movie from Monica Guyana, actually a couple some other people too. But it's not as exploitative as you would think. It's actually not a bad film as far as dramas go. It's just basically a drama film about a girl who's trying to get into the record business, the country music business, and with a lot of nude scenes thrown in. So in that respect, it's a great film, right? Now, even I'm not a big fan of country music at all, but if I am going to listen to country music, it's going to be country music from like, you know, pre-1980 or 85 in that range, and, you know, maybe from like the 70s and early 80s. That's, if I am going to listen to it, that's kind of the stuff that I would hear too, because it's a little nostalgic for me because my parents used to listen to that somewhat. I don't really care for much other country music before or after that, but this music falls right into that time frame, and it's actually not bad. None of these songs are actual hit songs, at least I couldn't find any record of them, but they sound like real country songs. They sound like they could have been you know, hits too. So the music isn't bad. So anyway, that is Nashville Girl. Now, Scorpion was nice enough to put this movie out on Blu-ray. I actually have a pre-recorded VHS of this too that I tracked down maybe in the early 2000s. I was very happy to, because after watching it, I was like, that's the movie I saw with that naked girl running through the field. Jason Kiesner and I saw it. Jason fell asleep. So anyway, that's it. It's Nashville Girl. Again, it's a decent film. Glenn Corbett also co-stars. He's the guy who played Jeb in this movie, the other country singer. Yeah, that's it. Check it out. Leave some comments on what you think about Nashville Girl. Watch it. Bye.